Radio, TV, and even the press know the meaning of the APORS. The meaning of this word, without no doubt, means nobody wants to be down when you're down and out. Now, once you're established and got a lot of money, everybody wants to be your buddy and honey. Like tall buildings they call skyscrapers. Chicky, 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 chicky. Yo, can you feel it? Nothing can save ya, for this is the season for catching the vapors. And since I got time, what I'm gonna do is tell you how to spread it throughout my crew. What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And guys, on this channel right here, I have to give respect to hip hop, which is part of my life. I was raised on this, guys. And Biz Markie, the rapper, the producer, the DJ, Marcel Theo Hall, recently passed away. All right, just a few days ago. And Biz was like, he was everywhere, back in the day. Now, growing up in New York, Queens, Brooklyn, Long Island, I was born in Manhattan. It's like you have the whole experience there. We saw a whole lot of superstars where I grew up, from Run DMC to LL Cool J to Salt and Pepper to 50 Cent to Tribe Called Quest, you know what I mean? Main Source, all types of people. Eric B. and Rakim, EPMD, Cool G Rap, Mobb Deep. The list goes on and on and on. MC Shan, the Juice Crew, all of them. And Biz Markie, he was in there, man. Biz Markie was a crucial, important part of the hip hop scene back in the late 80s, probably mid 80s, probably to, forward, And what I really, really loved about Biz Markie is that he was the clown prince, man. It's like, hip hop is always about posturing and everybody's so hard and everybody's so tough. Everybody's a killer. But Biz, man, I was always so happy with Biz because Biz, he reminded us all to laugh and to have fun. Whenever you saw Biz on the scene, you knew there was going to be some craziness, some hijinks, you know what I mean? Biz he was an animal, you know what I mean? And a lot of people thought he was an animal. Biz had that look about him, he used to get clowned a lot. So I guess, he didn't, take himself too seriously. And that's actually something that made him even more appealing. That he reminded everybody that it's okay to laugh. It's okay to not be so always, like just street edgy all the time, But he never gave up his street edge, though, even though he was, that clown prince of hip hop, they called him, He had the whole world singing, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Everybody could relate to that. How many brothers have been through that? You know what I mean? And even before that, Biz called it out, on that record, The Vapors. Because I remember back then, everybody was always like the girls, always wanting like the flyest dudes, the dudes, unfortunately, who was into the drug game and all that stuff. And Biz put it out there, when he would say stuff like, since my man, was no kind of big drug dealer, my man DJ Swan didn't appeal to her, baby, please, you work for UPS. He was just the average dude, man. He didn't have to be all, gold and jewelried up and stuff. And I really did appreciate that, coming up. There was room for the average, dude, who wasn't the pretty boy all the time, So Biz had that lane, man. And, he paved the way, I like to think, for people like Old Dirty Bastard, may he rest in peace, from Wu-Tang Clan. You had other beatboxers who came up, which is something that Biz Markie was known for, the beatboxing and stuff. And although a lot of people know him from Just a Friend, there was so many others, Make the Music with Your Mouth Biz, the Albee Square Mall, This Is Something for the Radio, Picking Boogers, he did a lot of crazy stuff, man. Just Rhyming with the Biz, with Big Daddy Kane was a great one, by the way, a nice underground joint, man. So he's like a staple, a legend in hip hop. And let me just share a little bit with what it says on Wikipedia concerning his death. This is what happened, man. In April 2020, Biz Markie was hospitalized due to severe complications from type 2 diabetes. In December 2020, it was reported that Biz Markie was staying in a rehabilitation facility as a result of a stroke he had suffered after going into a diabetic coma. On July 1st, 2021, rumors of his death circulated on Twitter. His representatives told Rolling Stone, the news of Biz Markie's passing is not true. Biz is still under medical care, surrounded by professionals who are working hard to provide the best health care possible. But he died in a Baltimore hospital 15 days later on July 16th at the age of 57. Way too young, guys. Way too young, relatively speaking. All right. And once again, like I said with the DMX video, brothers really have to get better at seeing themselves into life. You know, we all see each other as, you know, we went through youth culture together. We were all young and stuff. But a lot of us never did see ourselves as fathers, as grandfathers, you know, as husbands. And, you know, but you have to get the most out of life. You have to take care of yourself, you know, whether it's diabetes, whether it's regular checkups. You know, I remind myself of that. You know, I have to do these things, you know, if we want to be there for the best parts of life, you know, not just when you're young, but there's so much else, man. There's so much more, you know, going forward. And I always try to remind, you know, all of us, myself included, you know, to see yourself in that, you know, see your future, man. You want to be here as long as possible. You know, some things you can't control, but it's definitely, you know, sad. I feel like Biz, you know, he should have been here longer, but I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful for the laughs. I'm grateful for the rhymes and the parties. He was a great DJ as well. When my son was little, he used to watch Yo Gabba Gabba. Biz Markie was a regular on there doing his beat of the day. You know, it was just, you know, he gave a lot to the culture. And it's important that we remember that, guys. It's important that we love the pioneers. You know, hip hop is not one of those musical mediums that gets a lot of respect. It falls on those of us who are within the culture to give it the respectability and the love that it deserves. So Biz Markie, wherever you are in the universe, I want to put this video out here as my way of paying respect to you and saying thank you to you for all that you did in my life. All of the influence, like I said before, all of the laughs. I appreciate that. May God be with you. May God be with your family. All right, guys, you can get in the comment section and, you know, tell me some of your favorite Biz Markie songs if you were into that. And also, like, share, subscribe, guys. Catch me on Twitter. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.